All right. Wonderful. That resolved the feedback. I was like, oh no. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night with myself, Dr. Kristal Vance, and I have the fabulous and amazing Dr. Ginger Decker, who is joining me here this evening as well. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are really excited that we get to collaborate and team up together and share with you what it is. Now, you may be coming here because you were here last night and you heard about this. And now you're kind of checking it out and getting some information. Or you may be watching the recording of this. And I just want to say thank you for seeing what it is, because I know that both of us, I think I can speak for her safely when I say we are so very proud of what you are going to see. And just so you know a little bit about myself, 20 years in private practice, and really excited that my platform moved from this small little town in Gillette, Wyoming. Busy, but I knew that there was a lot more people that I could impact. And so I'm excited for you to see this, okay? Because now I went from this little community in Wyoming to the world, globally able to impact people's health and wellness and in such an amazing way. And I want to introduce now my wonderful partner here, Dr. Ginger Decker. Now, Ginger, 20 years also experience, and she has been in this side of the industry of health and wellness for a long time, and she's very well known for internationally known and recognized as an author. She's been on the Dr. Oz show. She speaks about this. In fact, she's so well versed in it. She was at the Hippocrates Institute in Florida, which, if you don't know what that is, it's very well celebrated. And the people who are there are amazing. And she wasn't only there, she was an instructor there. So I can't wait for you to hear the knowledge and what she's going to share with you. So Dr. Ginger.
I'm here. Hey, Dr. Kristal. Hello, everyone. So excited for you to join us here tonight. And I promise you're going to get a mouthful or an earful, but what we want is we want you to leave here with confidence with the products, whether you're here for a health transformation or even going to utilize these products for a wealth transformation. Either one of those or both, you can do that with what we have here. So we're excited to share it with you, and we're going to pop up a slideshow to kind of walk through the products so you can see what they look like, and we will kind of go back and forth and share a little bit about them and give you some knowledge. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
All right. I am ready and excited. Let me share my screen. All right, we're going to review our house of brands. We have a lot of products, so we're going to have to, just give the highlights of the products, but give you enough tangible to kind of understand what we have, maybe pick out some that you want to give a try and or share with others. We do need to start out by saying, this is for informational purposes. We don't treat, diagnose, or cure, but I'll tell you what, having taught at the Healing Center, Dr. Kristal, you give your body the proper tools, it does know what to do. And so we've got some amazing tools here for you to utilize to take your physique, your health to the next level. This is our brand strategy. And I tell you what, we have even more coming. We have more companies coming on board, more brands coming on board, but these are the ones that we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to kind of walk through these and give you an idea of the incredible products, the incredible integrity with which they are put together. I actually have been working with the company for going on like 7 years now. And now I'm on the scientific advisory board, and I do help formulate as well. So we're going to pick apart some of these as we walk through the brands. First of all, one of the biggest things I want you to walk away with, and Kristal, I know this was really important to you when you looked at what you were getting yourself into here, was the fact that, and I love to use this word clean ingredients, all the buzzwords that you're looking for today, that you're hearing about, that people want, that they're looking on labels: gluten-free, lactose-free, non-GMO, no soy, no dairy, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors or flavors, no binders or fillers. What is that? Well, here on this side of the page, we're getting into more of the manufacturing chemicals that are used that are strictly needed for manufacturing and have nothing to do with your health. Here's the problem. Most companies are using chemicals for the manufacturing side of it, and they're making you a health product. I don't know about you, Doc, but I don't like that one bit. So I love what we do. We find food-based swaps for these manufacturing chemicals and they satisfy the mechanical job of the manufacturing, but guess what? They're actually going to give back to you and not take away from you. All of our raw ingredients are personally sourced. They're actually quarantined and tested. We're testing for heavy metals. We're testing to make sure that what's actually in the package or the vat or the bottle or whatever they're sending to us is actually what's on the label. And we have actually caught some companies not exactly telling the truth, so we don't use them anymore. So we really do scrutinize, test, and verify, and everything is also standardized. We have lots of certifications, way too many to talk about here tonight, but one that I did want to point out, we have protection for Olympic and professional athletes to guarantee that when they take a drug or a urine test, they're not going to get red flagged and get kicked out of their competition. So I don't know about you, but I kind of like that they're scrutinized that much. How about you, Doc?
I do. And, one of the things that I saw in practice was patients would come in, they'd sit down and they'd say, just tell me what to do. And that always kind of annoyed me. Like, I want you all to take responsibility for your own health and getting informed. And I think this is a major step for all of you that are on here. I'm so proud of you because you're going, I'm going to go find somewhere that I can trust, not just go any person, pick. You're like, I'm going to find people that I can really trust, that they're looking for the best needs for me. So well done. And you're in a safe place here. I love it.
Absolutely. We don't stop there with the outside certifications. We actually have our own RX Gold Seal of Approval. It meets our certain standards and we're very picky. Some of the certifications are very well respected, but we're actually even pickier than they are, meaning they allow certain ingredients that we won't allow. So suffice it to say, we've got your back, we've got you covered. If you want to know the details, great. But if you leave with nothing tonight, with all the details of the products we're going to give you, it might be a little overwhelming. I want you to know that we operate from a space of integrity with ingredients. We truly care. And I'm certainly not going to recommend, and I know Dr. Kristal isn't going to recommend products that aren't clean and that aren't safe and also effective. So we'll start out with our Nutrify brand. Doc, look at all of these products. This is basically kind of the supplement brand, and we're going to walk through these products. And Dr. Kristal is a little newer than I am to this whole array of products. So we're going to kind of go back and forth. And I know she's starting to experience some of these, and we'll talk about exactly what they are. Starting off with our probiotics. This I consider our sub foundation. This is first, like when you're building a house, you've got your foundation. That's what this is. Pro means good, biotic means bacteria. This is the good bacteria for your intestines, for your gut. And we have 15 different strains, and we have a guaranteed CFU, which is colony forming units. This is something that probiotics are rated in at 20 billion through the expiration date. And Doc, I mean, nobody does that. That is unheard of. So many different nuances with all of our products, but definitely with this as standout.
Awesome. This is a newer product to our line, and it is incredible to hear the stories that people are seeing. But we tell patients, we're going to tell clients and people, it's so hard to change that verbiage. But we are talking about our immune system starting in our gut. And right now in this climate, in this day and age, every single person should be putting good bacteria into their body, so that if you're going to build an immune system, at least build it on a foundation that has the best structure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And not only do probiotics help our intestines and our gut and our digestion, our absorption, but guess what? They help our mood. They help with depression and anxiety. They literally impact our brain in that way. They help us with weight loss. They help us with our general overall health. So again, we're laying down that foundation, and this is where it starts. Next up, our optimals. This is our vitamins and minerals, our whole food vitamins and minerals. If you flip the bottle over, you'll actually see a super plant blend and a vegetable blend made from food. That's what your body craves, and that's what your body wants to see, and that's what we have in here. They're called optimals, Doc. Did you know this? Because they're at the optimal level of nutrition, way beyond just the RDA, the recommended daily allowance that the government says you need. We want you to do more than survive. We want you to thrive. And so that's behind the name. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not, and I love it.
Awesome. All right, next up, Magnecal D, magnesium, calcium, vitamin D, vitamin K, all in the proper forms, all in the proper ratios. This is traditionally our bone and joint formula, but it also does so much more. Think about the conversations that we're having right now with vitamin D, right? I mean, everyone's talking about that right now. Vitamin D is essential for your immune system, for immunity, but it's also essential for bones, for joints, for absorption, for hormone balance, for hormone production. So this product traditionally is a bone and joint type formula, and it definitely supports those areas with the right forms of the nutrients and the right ratios. But Doc, there's a couple other kind of fun things with this product. So because there's magnesium, yes, and vitamin D in there, both of those are nutrients that help you relax. So we've had a lot of incredible feedback. Again, we don't treat, diagnose, or cure, but a lot of people telling us this product has helped them sleep better. And that makes perfect sense. The other thing with this product, and again, we don't treat, diagnose, or cure, but migraine headaches. I can't tell you how many people have come back using this product for bone and joint support and the vitamin D, but told us their migraine headaches have significantly reduced or gone away. And again, here's the deal. We're giving the body nutrients and it knows what to do with them. So this along with the optimals is that next level of foundational nutrition. And to me, these are essential products, daily products that will give you that foundational nutrition that you can build on.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, omega Q, fish oil. Oh my gosh, Doc, how many times do you have people asking you about different types of fish oil and what's good and what's bad? And most people think any old fish oil from the drugstore or anywhere, the scoop of the cod liver oil is good news. But there's a couple of things that you need to know about fish oil when you're shopping around, and hopefully you'll shop around and stop right here. But two things to know about fish oil. One is you always want small fish, sardines, anchovies, small fish. The smaller the fish, the less toxins they have in their body. Remember, we're extracting the fat here. And just like our fat, we store toxins in our fat. Same with the fish out there that have been kind of accumulating toxins and heavy metals in the ocean. So smaller the fish, the less time they've been around to accumulate those. Now we also do test for heavy metals, so we're heavy metal free there. But then the second thing is, how are they extracting the oil from the fish? Most companies use a cancer-causing solvent called hexane, and the government says, oh, there's an allowable amount left over in your fish oil. Doc, I don't know about you, but there's a zero allowable amount in my mind, right? Zero with hexane in our fish oil. So we don't even touch that at all. You don't even have to worry about that. We use an enzymatic fermentation process to extract the oil from the fish. And then we added some CoQ10 to it as well. CoQ10 is necessary for every muscle contraction in our body. It's kind of like the fuel that powers the mitochondria, which is the engine in the cell, and we've added that to it. So just a great little unique kind of situation here with this fish oil.
Absolutely. And the fact that it says essential,
Like
it's in the name.
Yes.
It's an essential fatty acid. And if you don't know if you're getting fatty acids, this is the best place to start. And I find it a key component in weight loss. If you're not giving yourself those fatty acids, those good fatty acids, your body tends to hold on to your bad fatty parts that we would like to get rid of. So
absolutely, absolutely. So that is our omega Q fish oil. All right, don't confuse that with this little powerhouse bottle right here called BioPro-Q. And what this is our standalone CoQ10. So that's what's in here. I mentioned the omega Q has the CoQ10 in it. This is our standalone CoQ10. Sometimes you hear it called coenzyme Q. It's the same thing. And what it is a nutrient that as we get older, we have less and less of, but it's also a nutrient that is significantly depleted by medications. Now, don't stop taking any meds without consulting your doctor, but here's some of the common medications that significantly deplete your CoQ10. Statin drugs or cholesterol drugs, depression medications, diabetes medications, and chemotherapy just destroys CoQ10. Now, if you think about what CoQ10 does, you can imagine what the side effects of not having enough. Muscle weakness, muscle pain, muscle fatigue. Do those sound familiar? Those are the side effects that they talk about in the drug commercials with those drugs, right? Let your doctor know if you experience muscle weakness, muscle pain, muscle fatigue. That's because they know their drug's depleting this. So if you're taking those medications, guess what? Become an educated consumer. Let's replenish that, what's being replaced. You can do that with BioPro-Q because this is much more CoQ10 in it than in the fish oil. And also, Kristal, athletes love this as well because they want peak performance of their muscles. And so a lot of our products, well, all of our products are multifunctional, but multi people too, in terms of one extreme to the other, someone who's very sick and needs nutrients to the athlete. You can put together protocols with athletes here as well, utilizing our products.
Absolutely.
Venali, have you experienced this one yet?
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
All right.
It's like Tic Tacs. No, I love it. And it's been very helpful for me already.
So this is our super potent antioxidant. When you hear the word antioxidant, just think also it contributes to anti-inflammatory properties as well. This is a very simple recipe: grapeseed extract, vitamin C, bioflavonoids. We get our grapeseed extract from a family in Italy called the Medina family, and they test for like over 235 different contaminants, where the regular rule is like really low, like 35. So they go above and beyond, and we love companies like that. We could get our grapeseed extract from here in the States, but nobody does it like that family in Italy. This is also, because of the 3 ingredients that are in there, it's like the wonder triplets in terms of its potency. So if you, for example, there's a couple different ways to use it. Number one, it's in China known as the beauty pill. So you could take it as directed on the bottle and get anti-aging beauty benefits. But because of its anti-inflammatory properties, you can also, if systemically we have inflammation, if you have any of the standard modern diseases, whether that's, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, all of those have inflammatory components. This is something that can help mitigate some of that inflammation. Our athletes and people who work out, or maybe you injure yourself, shoulder, ankle, something like that, and it blows up, you literally, this is a product, unlike some of our other products, this is actually a product that you can superdose and take 6, 8, 10, or 12 at one time to help mitigate that acute inflammation from an injury. And I've had a lot of people that have allergies and asthma, so inflammation in the lungs, that have reported back to us. They've worked with their doctor. They started with this product, superdosed it for like the first month just to infuse their body with these nutrients, and we're able to work with their doctor and wean off of their asthma and allergy medications. Of course, you definitely need to work with your doctor when you do that. But this is a product that aids from the antioxidant standpoint, anti-inflammatory standpoint, without being toxic to the liver. And Doc, I know you know how important that is.
Yes, absolutely.
Restorex. Have you experienced this one, Dr. Kristal?
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. And what I know you're going to share about this. This is another one of my favorite products. And there's a little bit of how to use this the best way. Can you make sure to hit that one?
Absolutely. So how have you used this so far? Have you
I use this as part of my weight.
Ways?
Yeah, well, I've used it for my weight loss.
Okay.
And helping my body get that out of my body, get those toxins out of the body. But I have brushed my teeth with this. I love it. And I do have to say that after this last weekend, I treated myself to a nice little mask.
There you go.
On your recommendations. And I'm liking this product even more.
Awesome. Okay, so you see all the ways we can use it. And you're like, well, what the heck is it, right? Restorex. We're going to restore your body. This is a detox spa in a bottle. Now, when I used to teach at the Healing Center, detoxification is a huge part of the protocol. One part is super nutrition, loading your body with great nutrition. The other part is let's detox of all the things you've done to it throughout the decades. So we used to use individual ingredients. I always used to have a jar of spirulina, a box of chlorella tablets, the micronized zeolite, the activated charcoal. All of those are known detoxifiers. This product has them all in one. It's a powder. You mix in water and drink, and it's like a magnetic scrubber going through your body, attracting the opposite charge, which is the toxin, and getting it ready for elimination, if you know what I mean. It's a binder. It binds the heavy metals. It binds the pesticides. These are things that as you start losing weight, for example, remember your fat cells are holding on to toxins. If you think of them as little suitcases that as you're losing weight, they're opening up and the contents are spilling out, the fatty acids and all the toxins. You want those toxins out of your system. You don't want them to get reabsorbed back in the system. So that's one way you can use it. You can use it if you've reached a plateau in your weight loss, right? You can use it from the beginning with your weight loss, or if you've reached a plateau. Let's see what else. Brush your teeth. Yes, because activated charcoal whitens your teeth. So you can put some on your teeth separate from your toothbrush. And then when you're done, you can just swallow it and the little scrubbing action is going through your body. And you can also make a mud mask because it pulls impurities from the skin. Our athletes though, Doc, love it because Restoric actually pulls the lactic acid, that soreness from their muscles. So it's a great recovery product. There's a lot of different ways to use it. I'll tell you how I personally use it. I use it at night. I do a scoop of it at night, and I like how it tastes, but some people don't. So if you don't like how it tastes, guess what? You could put some powdered cinnamon in it and drink it, or put the powder in your mouth and drink it down, however you want to do it that way. So that's just a little tip. But I use it at night because what I like to do is I feel like it does its action while I'm sleeping. So our body is getting ready for elimination. You know, a lot of detoxification goes on while we're sleeping. And so I like the idea of using it at night. I will point out, if you're on any medications, this is a product that you do have to separate from your medication 2 hours apart. And so it says that on the bottle. There's a little, caveat on that. But Restorex, detox spa in a bottle.
Nice.
All right. Rejuvenex. This is our energy product, and I'm sure you've experienced this one. So many people are drinking cups, if not pots of coffee, going to the gas station, getting those little shots of energy, or drinking sodas and burning out their adrenal glands. I love this because this is clean energy. It's safe, it's effective. It also has immune support. Superfruits are in here. We've got the raw green coffee bean extract, so you'll get a nice lift. We put chamomile in it, so you've got a calmness about your lift. You're not going to be jittery. We put L-theanine. You don't have to know this, but it's actually quite a popular amino acid that's great for connecting the right and the left sides of the brain together for focus. So you really, again, clean, safe, effective energy with focus and immune support.
Yeah, absolutely. The nootropic part of this, it's like, I say, it's like a nap you take a couple and it's like you got a nap. You're refreshed, you're awake, you're alert, but with none of the jitters. It really, truly is beneficial and helpful.
Absolutely. It's a great pre-workout. Again, the athletes love that as well. All right. This is your area of expertise. Can you explain to us, what is this fucoidan all about that we keep hearing about?
Absolutely. So that word, everybody always has a fun time saying it, but what is it? And you can see there in that picture, there is some seaweed. Now, I want you to make sure that people understand this is not seaweed, because seaweed is the cleaner of the ocean floor. You don't want everything that's in seaweed, okay? We don't want to clean the liver of the ocean and put it into our body. Okay, but what we do want is the super nutrient that makes it grow. It can grow up to 6 feet a day.
Wow.
So I don't know about farming. I cannot grow a plant 6 inches in a year. This is 6 foot a day. So to think about the super nutrient that's associated with this, and it's a specific type of seaweed. It's a brown seaweed. Now here's where it gets good. Okay, it's how and what type of seaweed and the process that we take to get the nutrient. Now, there's lots of products out there that have fucoidan, but this is patented to us. We actually have multiple farms, multiple sites, I should say. Most seaweed is harvested out of farms. Ours is wildly harvested by hand, air dried. And then the process is a chemical-free process using water to extract it. So think about this. It was in the water. It's processed with water. And then it's put into our bodies, which are mainly water. And so our bodies know what to do with this when you put it in. Now, there's a nutrient in there, that fucoidan. It comes into the body and it's a big nutrient. And so I like to explain it like, as it comes into the cell, it pushes whatever's in the cell out. And I don't know what's in your cells. It could be inflammation. It could be fat. It could be old hormones. It could be old medications, extra anesthesia. Who knows what your body has stored in your cells? But when you take something good in and it pushes it out, now it's washing your cells in all of these nutrients. And so every Limu branded product has this fucoidan nutrient in it. Now, overseas, this is like saying vitamin C. Here in the States, we're just now getting our hands wrapped around it. In fact, you can go onto PubMed, third-party studies, over 2,000 of them, in what fucoidan does. But there are so many stories and so many testimonials. And I love that we have it in a variety of different products so that you can find one and yet still get the nutrition. Like this one here, Blue Frog 2, a healthy version of an energy drink. So we have the Rejuvenex, right? And you do not need to wash it down with the Bluetooth. However, we all know people who do. Um, but you're getting plenty of energy, nice, clean energy, and the fucoidan nutrient with a little bit of carbonation. So for those who maybe have struggled getting off soda, and we know it's not good for us, but we get that addiction to that fizz. Here's a lightly carbonated, give you the fizz, but give you clean, good, healthy, natural energy.
And if you're drinking other energy drinks out there from the gas station and various places, you know what? Just redirect your money to something healthy. If you like to drink your energy, we've got a solution for you. But guess what? You're going to get a little goodness with it as well. We've got the fucoidan and incredible studies. I mean, so many wide variety of results with that fucoidan ingredient that they've added to this energy drink. So I love it, love it, love it. All right. Elite. Elite is a product that I love as well because it does so many things. It's a powder. So if you know people that, say, I can't drink plain water, I have to put something in it, and they're putting a bunch of chemicals, you know that company I'm talking about, right? With different flavors and all the chemicals. No. This is what you should be putting in your water. It's called Elite. I love it. That bag has the little packets in here so you can travel with them. You just rip off the top, throw it in your water, shake it up. You've got flavored water that's actually giving goodness to you. It's blueberry pomegranate flavor. It's absolutely delicious. It does a lot of things. It has astaxanthin, which is one of the strongest antioxidants like on the planet. So you've got immune boosting in here. We have ingredients in here to bring down your stress, and who isn't stressed these days? We have ingredients in here to balance your hormones, male or female hormones, right? So you've got an array of things happening, but you're getting your water down that you're supposed to be drinking every day, but you're getting it in a flavor that tastes good, but you're getting a lot of nutrients as well. Kristal, do you utilize the Elite?
I do. And there are plenty of those people who are using the water, and you could actually take this and do that. It's just another way to multi-purpose. Use your Elite to make you a nice beverage that you can sip on all day long. And I love it. And I've seen a major difference in my skin when using it.
Yes. There's a lot of ingredients. All of our products have an anti-aging slant to it. So if you're looking at our company to build a business, you can do the athletes, you can do people who are very sick, you can do weight loss, you can do anti-aging and beauty. And all of our products tie in with that because of the ingredients that we choose to use. And they're all meant to work together. All right, MOA. Got my packet right here. I hide them from my husband because we have a battle. So I've got some in the office here. So MOA it's an odd name, right? It stands for Mother of All, the mother of all liquid nutrition, 36 superfoods, 6 medicinal mushrooms, no synthetic preservative. We literally invented our own. It's called Natrix. It's award-winning. It's patent pending. It's made with very simple ingredients, some culinary herbs, some fermented food ingredients, and some essential oils. So it's super clean. You can travel with them. They won't take these away from you. You can actually swap out juice boxes, moms or grandmoms, those unhealthy juice boxes, by just ripping off the top, sticking a straw in it. And this is so much nutrition that most kids don't even see in their lifetime, much less when they're young, eating all the foods that kids eat today. You can use that as a pre-workout or a post-workout. I have actually had a lot of people that have chosen to go through chemotherapy and haven't been able to eat or keep anything down. And this has been their savior in terms of giving their body some immune boosting nutrition. And immune boosting it is, along with a lot of other things. And it's because of the individual properties of the individual ingredients, whether it's anti-inflammatory properties, immune boosting properties, and a whole array of things. We have so many incredible positive side effects that we hear back from MOA. How about you, Dr. Kristal?
Yeah, this has been one of my favorite things to incorporate into my routine. And sometimes people are like, well, do I do the Limu original or the noni juice or the MOA juice? And here's the thing, you can't go wrong with any of them. They're absolutely all amazing. But I love that MOA is so versatile and that I can just take it anywhere with me. So it's definitely in my daily routine now. I love it.
Now it has a peppery kick to it on purpose. It's not like a fruit juice. So the first time you taste it, it's just going to be different, but it's there because pepper helps to increase nutrient absorption up to 20%. So we want to make sure that we're super absorbing all these nutrients, including those 6 medicinal mushrooms, many of which have a lot of brain and cognitive support, like lion's mane, cordyceps, and different mushrooms like that. All right, Doc, I'm going to throw this back to you because this is in your neck of the woods here, the Limu
Right.
original.
So as I was just telling you all about the Facoidin, it's in each one of our products. So this one right here is the main staple of the Limu brand line. Remember, this is a house of brands. And so you saw the energy drink, the Blue Frog, right? Now this nutrient right here, this is 80% of that Facoidin in this bottle. I'm so used to being like in this bottle, I got to grab it, right? So you might get it and it may have settled. Here's the thing. Remember, this is nothing but food. And so you're going to give it a little shake, get it moving. 2 ounces twice a day is recommended on it. But this is a tropical flavor. For those wondering, this is an easy one on the kids too. They love it. They crave it. We've been told that kids will steal it out of the refrigerator and go hide behind a chair and down it. So watch your kids. But how cool is that, that they are seeking nutrition and they want good food? Kids know. I love that they do. So here you go. 2 ounces twice a day. Powerful, powerful anti-inflammatory. And that is probably one of the number one things that I would say people say about this. And it's very simple with it being the tropical flavor to add into your diet.
And inflammation is one of the number one issues that people have, whether they realize it or not, because all of today's modern diseases have inflammation as a key issue. Okay, our next brand, Slenderize, and we'll probably have to move through a little quicker so we're not here for 3 hours. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're hearing, but we'll just kind of pop through and give just a couple little things about these. So under our umbrella of Slenderize, we have our Slenderize homeopathic and herbal weight loss drops, skinny drops, some people call them, and then we have our powders. So Dr. Kristal is going to share with us her transformation, her incredible transformation with the Slenderize and the rest of the program. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, guys, you can see pictures say a whole lot more than words can, right? And so when I started here, I obviously was in practice, and here I am teaching health and wellness, but the stressors of life. Who has stress, right? Have you maybe dealt with stress in the incorrect way? And that's what happened to me. My cup was empty. And so when I filled it, it was not necessarily what I should have been putting into my body. And so it wasn't being a very good example, but the person that was paying the price was me. And about 6 years ago, it may be where you're at right now, said enough is enough. I know I can do better. And there is a better version of me, and I'm going to figure out how to do it. But I had to do it a different way because I had always run down the weight loss trail only to find myself right in the same spot again. And I was always focused on a number, and I decided to start focusing on health and just adding one more healthy thing. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed with everything that Dr. Ginger and I are sharing with you. I want you to find where it's comfortable for you, and then just continue to take a healthier step and then another healthier step. And just like me, you'll start to have a transformation in your health. I wanted the side effect to be weight loss, and that's what I got. There's a lot of other really good side effects that came from chasing health and now becoming a healthier version. Now I have plenty of things that I can continue to add, and I call it upgrading. I can always upgrade to another level of health. I can go from right? We've all done it. Well, maybe not all, but most. The frozen steamer vegetables in the freezer section to, hey, there's this thing called the produce section, to, hey, there's organic over here. And you just keep upgrading and becoming a better version. And I just give a hand clap to you because you're willing to start today. So good job. And I hope that you have the transformation that you're looking for here, because you can find it here.
So we're all wanting to fine tune, to take our physiques to the next level, or our health to the next level. Slenderize has been an incredible tool to utilize for that. Now, our clinical study was done on weight loss, and in our clinical study, men lost an average of 2/3 a pound per day. Women lost an average of 1/2 pound per day. And Doc, that blows away your Weight Watchers, your Jenny Craig. I'm seeing that Zoom, Noom commercial on TV all the time, and they talk about how much weight they've lost in like a certain period of time. I'm like, oh my gosh, Slender Eyes blows that away. Our clinical study does, and the results that we get, which you will see here in a minute.
It was the game changer for me, right?
Absolutely.
Right there on the screen is what changed my life. Yeah.
And some people call them the skinny drops, and they definitely do that. But really what's going on with these drops, and these are drops that go underneath your tongue, basically before you eat your 3 largest meals. If you forget, take them when you remember. If you're skipping a meal, fasting or something along those lines, take them in lieu of the meal. You want these ingredients in your body so they can get in there and do their thing. And what we're doing is we're essentially rebalancing your hormones. That's what's happening here in a good way. There's no HCG in here. There's no hormones in here. But what we're doing is we're going to reset a couple of different areas, like your sugar and carbohydrate cravings. Sugar addicts absolutely have no control over their food choices.
All right. Right now we have Dr. Ginger locked up here. Let's see. Host. Anthony, I am asking to unmute you, Ginger. I'm not sure it is unmuting you. It's not, is it? All right. Nope. Nope. Stand by. I love it. Yes, stand by.
Sorry, I had to take us out of that mode in order it wouldn't let me unmute. Okay, let me jump real quick into what we're doing here. Okay, so what I was saying was the Slender Eyes drops start to impact, literally reset your brain, reset your taste buds. When it comes to your sugar and carbohydrate cravings, you'll notice within 3 or 4 days, something's different. You don't want that thing you always used to have. You can have one and not all of them, or you don't even want it anymore. And that's because the homeopathic remedy is impacting your brain and your taste buds in a positive way. So once we get your sugar cravings under control, then we also want to support your thyroid, right? Your thyroid is your master metabolism gland. Again, another hormone gland that we want to support. The second bottle, called Accelerate, has a couple things in it to help bring down your stress. Your cortisol. Your cortisol is your stress hormone. When you bring down your cortisol level, guess what? You can sleep better, and you have to have good sleep to lose weight if we're focusing on weight loss here. But also cortisol, your stress hormone, and insulin, the hormone that comes out when you eat sugar and carbs, run together. So even if you're not eating sugar, but you're stressed, guess what? Your insulin's going to rise. It's kind of like big sister, little sister. The little sister, which is insulin, always wants to hang out with the big sister, right? And so whatever the big sister does, insulin is right behind it. Whatever cortisol does, insulin's right behind it. So when we can get all of those things back in control, and also in the Accelerate, we have vitamin B12, the methylated form, if you are interested in the forms. So you've got a little bit of green tea extract as well. So we've got sugar cravings under control. You've got energy. You're sleeping well. You're not stressed like you were before. You feel good. Guess what? All of those are the key areas to just have the weight start to come off of you, which is why we get such great results. So I'm going to show you a handful of the results. Dr. Kristal is one of those, along with all of us starting to fine tune now that spring is hopefully on its way. But here's some others. We have a lot of moms, right, after they've had their babies, just so many incredible before and after pictures, people literally losing hundreds of pounds. Men as well, guys, you can get rid of that, literally that heart attack belly, that hard belly. That is a heart attack waiting to happen. So I love seeing the before and afters. Then the fitness competitors, yes, they want to fine tune as well. They have the same issues, the sugar and carb cravings when they're starting for their competition. They've got to limit their stress, right? Going through all the same things. So you can really see how some of these people look great before, but they've really got the 6-pack, the 8-pack afterwards. All right, next let's talk about our shakes. So shakes are very popular. Shakes are one of the easiest things to formulate, yet so many companies, in my opinion, are doing it wrong and doing it wrong for your health. Our Pure Nourish is very clean. It's pea and cranberry based. We have probiotics, right? That good bacteria for your gut. Prebiotics, which is the food for the probiotics. This is a natural flavor, vanilla flavor. This is your base. You do 2 scoops in some water, and then you can add some of our other flavors. We have Power Boost, which is cocoa flavor, chocolate flavor. Kristal, who doesn't love chocolate, right? It's absolutely delicious. But from a nutrition standpoint, what this is your branched chain amino acids, your BCAAs. The athletes know what I'm talking about. That's your muscle building, muscle preserving amino acids. You do 1 scoop of that with 2 scoops of the natural, put it in a blender bottle. They're very fine powders, so they shake up pretty easily, and it's absolutely delicious. But we also have another one called Beauty Boost, and this is mandarin orange flavor, but it has plant nutrients in there that are for beauty, for hair, skin, and nails. So you can kind of add them all together as well. And I always point out with this one as well, if you're someone, again, that doesn't like to drink plain water, you can do a little scoop of this in your water, blend it up, and there's your flavored water, but it's also going to beautify you as well. And men, don't be afraid of that. Lastly, we have our Giving Greens. This is our greens powder. Don't turn your nose because it tastes great. We knew you wouldn't like greens powder, right? I totally get that. No grass clippings flavor here. We literally added cinnamon bark, stevia, coconut juice powder. It has a very sweet taste to it, but it's loaded with your cruciferous vegetables and all those things you're supposed to be consuming, because Doc, we know that most people don't get their 7 to 9 servings in a day. And guess what? That bag that you see there is 56 pounds of vegetables. 1 serving is 2 scoops. 2 scoops is 2 pounds of vegetables. Have you ever tried to eat that in one sitting? And that equals 4 of our government, at least down here in the United States, our government's recommended dosage, the 7 to 9 servings. So you're getting more than half of what the government says you need. If you couple that with our food list that comes with our Slenderize program, you're going to get all the nutrition you need. And when your body is nutritionally satisfied, you're not running around hungry all the time. And guess what? You lose weight when your body's nutritionally satisfied because you're not putting a bunch of junk into it. So I love this. It's also loaded with enzymes. Enzymes help us to absorb our nutrients, to digest our nutrients, and to eliminate, if you know what I mean. And we get a lot of feedback, Doc, with this product on people getting regular, which we need to be doing every day. And it's something we definitely need to talk about. I'm not afraid to talk about any part of the body. And that's definitely something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but they're suffering from. So we get a lot of good feedback with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, next up is our Purity brand. Under our Purity brand, we have our water purification. So a water bottle, I've got the stainless steel one, but it comes with an incredible filter that filters out everything that you don't want in your water. I'm telling you, it's drinking from squishy plastic water bottles. Do you know there's about 24,000 chemicals in there, including hormone disrupting, endocrine disrupting, cancer causing chemicals. So you want to get away from the squishy plastic water bottles. And then we have our Purity air filter 2.0, and this is the coolest thing. This is a newer version of our Purity Air, but it has AI, it has artificial intelligence in that if something gets in the air that it basically smells, it will turn up the volume on it and suck it away. Whereas the other one that we had, you had to do that part. So that's really cool. And then our Purity Home Detox, this actually we launched in the middle of last year with the chaos going on. We brought it out way early and it sold out in 3 hours. This is a home detox sanitizer. And the word sanitizer allows you to make health claims in that it kills all bacteria, all viruses. I mean, strep, staph, like all the stuff we're dealing with, but it's not toxic to us. It has NSF certification. It is food surface safe, meaning a commercial kitchen could literally spray their knives and their cutting boards down and not worry about washing everything because it's not toxic to us. So this is the only cleaner that I use in my house. Because I know it's safe and I don't want my animals or children or anyone touching things to be toxified by all the, sprays and chemicals that are found in cleaning products. So that is our Purity brand, which will be expanding, but I love those 3 products we have under that brand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the air purifier, people do not think about the air in their home enough. It really is. There should be one in every single house.
Absolutely. We have one in our bedroom and one in our family room, and we have a wood burning fireplace, and you wouldn't even know it. The toxins that we have in our house, especially when you're cooped up in the middle of winter, if you have the plugins, the aerosol sprays, the scented candles going, guess what? All of those are hormone disrupting chemicals that you're inhaling, that's getting into your bloodstream, that's affecting your health, that's literally affecting your lungs, your brain, everything. So we've got to have clean air, and that's certainly something people don't think about. We also need to say, hey, if you're feeling like I got to change everything, I don't want you to feel that way. This is a process. I'd like to think of our company as an umbrella, and we have all the tools as you make your way through your health journey and you start to clean up and redirect money, maybe away from the plugins to something else, which we will talk about in a minute. But we have the clean solutions, and this is our clean basics. This is the toxin-free basics, your shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and toothpaste. And interestingly, the toothpaste doesn't have your usual warning label, Doc. This is so frustrating to see. I don't care what your regular toothpaste is, they all have them on here if they have fluoride. We've been literally brainwashed into thinking fluoride is something necessary for strong teeth. I haven't used fluoridated toothpaste in probably 27, 28 years. I have all of my teeth and they work, right? It's not fluoride. Fluoride is actually a toxin. It's toxic to your brain. It's toxic to your thyroid. If you have a thyroid issue, you want to stay away from fluoride. But look at this warning label. Keep out of the reach of children under the age of 6 if more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed. Get medical help or contact Poison Control Center right away. Literally tens of thousands of calls into Poison Control Center because children basically eat the toothpaste unattended. So there was a study done in 1987, Doc, and nobody knows about this. So I like to bring it to the forefront. A single tube of bubblegum flavored Colgate for Kids toothpaste contains enough fluoride to kill a child weighing less than 66 pounds. It's very dangerous. Do your own research. The information is out there. We have a holistic dentist on our scientific advisory board, and he will tell you fluoride is not what you want to be giving to your children or your family. So a very easy swap. If you're feeling like you're overwhelmed, this is a simple one. Let's swap out your toothpaste to something healthy. All right, and then we have our Prime. This is our line of essential oils. We're not an essential oil company. We don't intend to be, but we want you to stop using those plugins, right? Those scented candles, those aerosol sprays, because they contain chemical poisons that are hormone disruptors. When I say hormone disruptors, just think cancer, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're disrupting your hormones and can lead to that. So we've got an array of 4 different blends. One's called Calm. You can figure out what that one does. One's called Ice. Yes, it's great for sore muscles, arthritic joints. Just don't get your hands near your eyes after you put it on. One's called Century and one's called Escape. Escape has so many usages, and then they're all loaded with lots of different essential oils, which are parts of plants. The one I wanted to point out in particular is Century. This is our antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal formula. This is the only one out of the 4 that you can actually ingest. So whenever I run out of the chocolate with the shakes, I'll put 1 drop in my Pure Nourish Natural, and it will give a cinnamon type flavor to it. But this is loaded with antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal ingredients. You can put it in a diffuser, right, during cold season, right, to help your body deal with that. You'll inhale those molecules as opposed to one of the plugins, right, with the chemicals. This is something healthy to inhale.
Yeah, I love it on the airplane. It's something I keep in my purse. Anytime I travel, it's onto my hands. And that way, when I'm on the flight, I can just kind of bring it in and just keep detoxifying out my sinuses.
Absolutely. You can put a little spritzer bottle. You can use it as a mouth freshener as well, because this is one that you can ingest. So that is our array. Ooh, we wrapped that up pretty quickly there. This is our array of brands. We have several more that are coming under our umbrella pretty soon here, but I hope you learned a little something. We actually didn't even talk about the skincare, which is down there at the bottom, the Lucem. That's a whole other talk that we have to have, but basically our Lucem line doesn't have the usual preservatives. It has 0 hormone disrupting chemicals. All the popular skincare lines out there are loaded with chemicals, and especially hormone disrupting chemicals. When I taught at the Healing Center, that was a huge thing. Women didn't realize all the toxins they were putting on their body from their personal care and skincare. So we've definitely done you justice with our Lucem skincare line. So that is our array of brands.
Absolutely. And now here you go. You've seen all of these products and you may be like, hey, so-and-so should be using these. And I love this person and they would totally love this. And I want them to take care of themselves. And wait a minute, there's a way that I could create income as well. And maybe that's so that you can pay for more of the products. So you're like, hey, I want something big, or I just want to be able to purchase my products and purchase every single one that I want.
At wholesale, right?
Yeah, at wholesale, it makes sense. And when you make sense, it can make you dollars. And so we want a shot, right? We want you to come on Thursday and take a look at the business side of this. I am telling you, it is what allowed me to step away from a doctor's income. I was able to buy back my time and move lanes. And now I still get to do things that I'm good at and share things that I'm passionate about and love. And I'm able to create a residual income. And that's what you'll learn about on Thursday night. So it's this exact Zoom link that you came in on, but it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's an hour earlier than what you came tonight. Same number, Thursday night. Come join us. Come take a look at this. See the big picture, because I am telling you, in Europe, Internationally, when you say New Age, it's like saying Amazon. That's coming here. Your friends are going to hear about this. There's never been a time where people have been more focused on their health and wellness, and you have the ability to be a part of something before it explodes. And so thank you for joining us this evening. Dr. Ginger, this was fun. Thank you. I learned something. I know they did as well. And I just am excited for all of you to take a step out into your journey, your transformation for your health, and possibly a transformation for your finances, just like I did. So thank you for joining us. Have a great night. Have a good one, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Finally,
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.